Two industry giants, one crucial decision. New York Life versus John Hancock. Which is the smarter choice for your future? On the left, the trusted, time-tested New York Life. And on the right, the innovative, customer-focused John Hancock. Let's cut through the marketing noise and see what really sets them apart. We'll rate each category, and at the end, you'll know exactly who comes out ahead. The winner could surprise you. So here's our game plan. We're sizing them up across a bunch of categories: price and value, financial strength, policy options, underwriting and digital experience, dividends and participating policies, wellness and living benefits, and company reputation and history. Alright, let's kick things off. First up, let's talk price and value. New York Life is kind of like that solid, reliable classic. Love their history of paying dividends and creating real policyholder value over decades. But hey, sometimes you'll pay a bit more in premiums for that sturdy reputation. Then there's John Hancock, which is more about competitive term rates and, get this, real-life discounts for healthy lifestyles, which is pretty cool if you're watching your health. However, they don't bring quite the same value for permanent policies as NYL does. Overall, if you're playing the long game, New York Life edges out here for whole life value, but John Hancock is super tempting for term. So NYL takes the win barely, but it's there. On to financial strength. New York Life is basically the gold standard with their A++ AM best rating. They haven't missed a dividend payment in over 160 years. That's bananas. Yes, their mutual structure might feel a bit old-fashioned, but honestly, the numbers do not lie. John Hancock is right behind, though, A+ from AM Best and the backing of Manulife, which is huge globally. There was some drama with their Canadian parent back in the day, but nothing that's really rattled them. Still, New York Life just has that unshakable reputation. They win this one, and deservedly so. Alright, policy options. So NYL brings super solid whole and universal life, and you can tweak them with riders galore. Their problem, they're kinda stuck in their ways, less into the newfangled wellness stuff. Now, John Hancock goes wild with innovation. They're the ones with vitality, all sorts of term and niche products, even combo long-term care things that are kind of rare in the industry. Their whole life isn't as historically strong, but wow, the menu is way broader if you want something different. Hands down, John Hancock walks away with this one. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know New York Life started way back with just $17,000 in assets? Now they're looking at more than $700 billion under management. Talk about a major glow-up. Let's chat underwriting and digital experience. New York Life honestly is old school, but in a good way. They love giving you solid agent-driven advice, but let's be real, it can sometimes feel slow. Medical exams are still a thing for many policies, and you might be sitting by the phone a while. John Hancock, on the other hand, has really leaned into the tech, quickie applications, digital tools. You can even monitor your health through the app. It's very 21st century, but some of those perks do require you to sign up for extras, not totally frictionless. Still, in the race for the future, John Hancock is pulling ahead. Advantage Hancock. Now, dividends and participating policies. New York Life is the Michael Jordan of this space, top-notch dividend payouts and paid-up additions that have been making people happy for a century and a half. But little catch, it's mostly just their core products that participate. John Hancock, they'll give you dividends too and some flexibility, but the yield just isn't as strong long-term. Basically, if you're hunting the best dividend track record in the business, New York Life is the answer. Easy win for NYL. On wellness and living benefits, here, where things get interesting, New York Life offers your standard chronic illness and accelerated benefit riders, which, are fine. But nothing to write home about on the health engagement side. John Hancock, though, they turn it up a notch. The Vitality app rewards you for being healthy. You wear a fitness device, get discounts, gift cards, all kinds of stuff. You do have to opt in, but for anyone even a little bit motivated by challenges and prizes, it's crazy engaging. So if wellness matters, this one is all Hancock. Lastly, company reputation and history. Both companies have superhero-level origin stories. NYL opened shop in 1845, mutual, policyholder-owned, and the definition of conservative and steady. They kinda play it ultra-safe and traditional, but that's exactly why people like them. John Hancock's no-slouch, big Boston roots in the U.S. since 1862 and with the firepower of Manulife. Some folks might get confused about the Canadian connection, but hey, that's mostly behind the scenes. All in all, NYL is still the one that comes up as the safe bet. Let's chalk up the win to them. To give you a quick visual on how these powerhouses stack up, let's peek at the radar chart. Honestly, New York Life dominates in long-term security, dividends, and stability, while John Hancock's strengths are all about modern policy choices and actually rewarding you for healthy living. If you want classic, steady growth with the best dividend story in the business, New York Life is your go-to. But if you want a tech-savvy approach with real-world perks for health engagement and more flexible policy options, John Hancock is super compelling. It kind of boils down to your own vibe. Are you in it for ultra-safe, set and forget, or do you like a bit of innovation and personal engagement? Did this comparison help you see your life insurance options a little more clearly? If you want more breakdowns like this, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next deep dive.